Ruby, what do you have?
I got a crawdad.
Well, after about a half an hour, I was able to get enough to fill the bottom of the bucket. It's not a huge amount, but it should be enough for a family-sized meal. So let's wash off the mud and head to the kitchen to start cooking them. In today's video, we're gonna be catching and cooking crawdads or crawfish, crayfish. There's a lot of little names. Some of them even call them mud bugs or freshwater lobsters, but they're pretty tasty. I'm out here at a pond where they're coming out of the water and digging holes in the mud. So we're gonna try to fill up a bucket and do a good old-fashioned crawfish boil. Now what I have here is not a native species. They're from Louisiana and they're red swamp crawfish. Our native ones here are called signal crawfish, but these are invasive species. There's no limit, and we're gonna catch as many as we can and bring them out to the kitchen. I have Carson and Clementine here to help me, so let's fill our bucket with these crawdads. Did you find one, Carson?
Yep.
Okay, put it in the bucket. Don't get pinched, you grab it right behind the head.
Okay, we got two.
We got two. Let's fill up the bucket. Keep looking.
I found one. Put it in the bucket.
There's another one.
Where?
So we're finding these crawdads climbing out of the water and digging holes in the mud. They're on land and they're pretty muddy. But Clementine's gonna grab this one and put it in the bucket.
Ooh.
Good job. Here's one that was digging a big hole. It just dove down. There's water down there. I'm gonna shove my finger. Maybe it will pinch it and I can get them out. Nope, that's much too deep. As you can see, they dig pretty big holes.
I got one. I got one. Look at this. It's fun to hold.
Well, overall, we caught a bucket full of crawdads, but my kids got really messy. He fell in the water. It was a lot of fun. Let me show you how many we caught, and then we're gonna go to the kitchen and cook them up. Ruby, what do you have?
I got a crawdad.
You have a crawdad? That's a big one. Are you gonna wash it? Ruby, what are you doing?
I'm washing the crawdad.
You're washing the crawdads? Is there a big one in there? So Ruby did a good job washing them off, and they're much cleaner. Look how big this one is. They're different sizes and they're pretty lively. They're all ready to boil in the pot. Let's go get our ingredients ready. So I have a big pot of water boiling, but before we add the crawfish, first we're gonna add other ingredients, including lemon, garlic. We have our seasoning. Here I'm using Cajun Land Complete Boil, some hot sauce. Then we'll add potatoes, corn, and sausage. So let's start adding to the pot. This one is the biggest one. It's huge. We need to add our crayfish to the pot before they all crawl out of the bowl. Now that everything's cooked, we're gonna pull it off the stove and serve it. So I have everything served. My kids aren't a big fan of things that are spicy, but they're starting to dig into these crawdad tails. Now it's kind of a tricky thing to take the tails off, so I did a bunch for them, and it looks like they are gulping them down. Ruby especially, she liked the hornets that we ate last week, and she likes the crawdads too.
Oh, so, I don't.
You don't? Then why are you eating them all? There is a technique. You kind of do a twist on the tail. Traditionally, I'm told you're supposed to suck the juices out of the crawdad head.
Tastes like, don't eat this one.
And then you do a little twist, and sometimes you can actually take the vent or all that little poop chute out of the tail, but it's kind of tedious. Ruby ate every single one of these. Oh, you like the potatoes too? What did you kids think of the crawdad meat?
They're a little bit too spicy.
See, they don't really like spicy at all, so saying a little bit too spicy is pretty mild. But Ruby pretty much ate them all, and now she's gonna go get some water. So, we've never done a crawfish boil before. It was really fun, especially to have Carson and Clementine come out and catch these. And then Ruby needs some water. And she's a little scared of them now that they're cooked, but she was catching them when they were live. You don't have to eat it if you don't want to. Do you want to try? No. So Clementine likes catching them, but not eating them, and I love eating them. So this is a big success for our first time, except they don't like spicy, so maybe next time
Dad, I need some help.
we won't. Sterling's learning how to take the tail off. Now my wife did some butter here, some seasoned butter. Really good. So I'm gonna dig into the rest of this. The sausage is great. The corn is great. And we're not from the South. We watched some videos on how to do this. We don't even say the correct way they say in the South. They call it crawfish, but we always call them crawdads. So thank you so much for watching. I love going out and getting food with my kids, catching, hunting, fishing, and obviously Ruby's hungry right now. So thanks for watching, and we have another video coming soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.